Hi everybody, welcome to my face. I thought I would record while I got ready for the day. My boyfriend and I are going to go run some errands. We're gonna go look at engagement rings. We're gonna go look at some paint swatches. Maybe go get some lunch. I don't know. So I thought I would push the record button and record another video. I don't know if this will make it on my YouTube channel, but yeah. Just thought I would show you how I get ready. First and foremost, so I've already done my skincare, washed my face, put my contacts in, all that. I'm gonna go in with my SPF of the day, and I love the Beauty of Joseon Sun Relief or Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics. This is one of my favorites. So I'm gonna put some on, and I don't know where I got this from. I saw it on some social media, but I usually on my hand, instead of just like squeezing it in, I put it on my fingers and I do like, I think 2 or maybe 3. I don't know. This is how I do it. I like, it was like, that's how they measured. That's how like they measured on your hand how much product you should be putting on. So that's just how I've been putting on my like SPF for some reason. This might be too much, but I guess you can never have too much SPF. I'll bring it down on my neck and my ears if needed. So happy Saturday, everyone. It is turning out to be a kind of a nice day here in Michigan. It is gonna be, I think, maybe in the 60s, which is pretty nice. I live in the west side of Michigan, if you guys were wondering. I don't know if I want to say the city yet. Just not quite there yet to share exactly what city I'm from. But I live in the west side of the state of Michigan. So now that I have my sunscreen on, my next step is eyes. Actually, you know what? What do I want to do? You know what? I don't know. No, I want to do eyeshadow. What am I talking about? I love eyeshadow. Let's pick a palette. Okay. So today I want to use the Spring Magic by Unearthly Cosmetics as my eyeshadow. This is what the outside looks like. Here's what the inside looks like. Very beautiful. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. First things first is eyeshadow primer. I go between MAC Painterly Paint Pot and Soft Ochre, but I also use the Sigma primer in Ignite. So I kind of go between those two. And you know what, actually, because I have nails, I don't like using this that much. So I'm gonna go into Ignite. So I just brush them on. You don't need a lot with this. You don't want to put too much eyeshadow primer on. You don't want to put too much eyeshadow primer on because it'll mess with the eyeshadows, obviously, but you don't, you need enough. You don't want to put, not enough where it won't work either. So, but just think you can always add more. So yeah, this is my second video. Let me know down in the comments what other videos you'd like to see from me, or if you have any questions. I'm fairly new to being a content creator. I'm not new to the space. I've been a long-time viewer ever since maybe even my teenage years. I've watched beauty YouTube. I think I started when I was a little younger. My mom didn't wear a lot of makeup growing up. So if I had any questions on, like, you know, anything, she didn't really know, and that's nothing against my mom. She's beautiful. She definitely taught me, you know, natural beauty, and, you know, you don't need a lot of makeup. I just love makeup. So, all right, let's eyeshadow primers on. You know, I think I might just go safe, and I might just play with some of the neutrals here and maybe some of the pinks here. Because, I mean, we're just going to run errands, so this might just be a quick little eyeshadow look. So I'm going to take the Singe Beauty EO3 brush, and I'm going to go into Cleanse in the palette. I'm just going to buff that in my little crease that I have. Beauty of having Asian eyelids. You don't really have a real defined crease, so you kind of just got to poke around and find it. Okay. Can you see anything? Probably not. I can see a little bit. This is just kind of a starting point for us. Just buffing that. And I'm so sorry if I'm awkward, because this is only my second time filming in my life. Looks pretty good. We're just going simple today to run errands. I'm sorry if you can see crap in the background. My room is a mess. We got back, we had vacation. We went on a cruise the first week of April. And then we got really sick when we came back. So my beauty room or closet room, whatever you want to call it, is a nightmare. So sorry if you can see any of that. I don't know if you can. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go in with the Singe Beauty EO2 brush, which is just a little bit more tapered, just a little more definition to go a little deeper. I think I'm going to actually go in to the shade Blossom down here, which is like a kind of mauvey color. And I kind of put it all around the brush, and then I just tap it, and now I'm just kind of going more in the crease. So I kind of deepen it up. Yeah, you can kind of see that. So yeah, how is everybody doing? If I have any viewers, let me know below. Let me know what your plans are for today. Like I said, we're gonna run errands, and then who knows what we're gonna do tonight. Probably just cook dinner and relax. I'm gonna go back with that EO3 brush, and I'm just gonna tap in a little bit more of Cleanse, and then just kind of buff around the edges. Normally I would have a bigger mirror right in front of my face to do this and be real close, but I'm trying to just use my big mirror so that's why we're kind of doing a simple look today. Normally I like to be pretty close. Looks pretty good. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, next I want to go into this dark brown name called Clove, and for that I want an even smaller brush. So I think I'm gonna go into this Blend Bunny B4 brush, and I need to wipe it off. I have a little Sigma color switch on my vanity, excuse me. So I'm just gonna clean that off and then go into Clove. I always tap off my brushes so you get the excess off. And you see here, I'm just kind of, I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of just going like on the inner or outer third of my eye, kind of like a liner, but then kind of going up, kind of like doing, what do they call it, like an outer V, just to give it a little definition. I'm just kind of placing it first. You can go back and blend it. There we go. Just like that. Go back in with the EO2 brush that I used with that movie pink, and just kind of blend them together. Sorry. Fun. Okay. Now for shimmer. I'm gonna take the NYX glitter primer, and I'm just gonna take a Refer 21 brush, and I'm going to put this on my lids. Where you going? Aww. You can hear that noise. That is my boyfriend and my dog. I actually don't have a door on my beauty room. Why don't we have? Oh, I don't have a door because we were painting the trim, and then the doors. We live in a really old house, and the doors are really freaking heavy, so we just never put it back on. So sorry if you can really hear them. That's something we're thinking of doing this summer, is putting the door back on. Okay, so I got NYX glitter primer on my lids, and I'm going to go first into this shade Sunshine, which is beautiful, and I'm just going in on that same side of the brush. I'm going to put that on the inner part of my lid, focusing on the inner part and then kind of tapping it outward. I'm sorry, I'm so gassy. So yes, I have a dog and a boyfriend, and we live in a house. We've been together for about 3 years, and they are both my everything. I love them so much. I don't know what I would do without them. So maybe they'll make a cameo. Maybe not. Okay, maybe just a little more. I love sparkle. I absolutely love sparkle. I like all matte looks too, but I love sparkle. And then I think I'm gonna go into Lush down here. And what I'm gonna do, and Angelica Nikos actually taught me this, which just helped me with my eyeshadow game. I'm gonna just take a little bit and I'm going to put it just kind of like in this area to kind of merge that light shimmer with the darkness of my outer corner. And just help blend it. And then I'm actually gonna flip the brush where there's no product, and I'm gonna just kind of go over it again just to help blend the two. I don't know if you can see the difference from between this eye and this eye. So this eye has that second dark shimmer and this one just has that light shimmer. I just think it looks more blended. I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the other eye. Sorry, I can't. I was gonna try to use my phone as a mirror and it's not working. So I'm trying not to have the palette be too far in the way. There. Beautiful. And I think that's gonna be it for the eyes for right now. Super quick, simple, nothing fancy, but I still think it looks impactful and cute and springy, and yeah. Okay, so next I'm going to put my face primers on, and I do that because I like to let them kind of like set, and I have pretty oily skin, so I'm gonna first, actually no, I'm not. I'm gonna use the One Size oil sucker and put that mainly my nose, and maybe just a little bit like out here. I have a very oily T-zone. My nose gets so oily. So I really need, this is amazing. But first I want to go in with a gripping primer to help, because I'm a face toucher, unfortunately. I can't help it. It's just part of my DNA. I just kind of touch my face. So I'm gonna go in with the gripping primer. Right now, well, yeah, right now I'm trying to use up this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It's good. It's okay. I don't know. I kind of feel like I like the Milk makeup one better. I actually bought a Milk makeup one. I bought the one with a little bit of shimmer in it. I think I like that one better, but this one's fine. I wouldn't be against repurchasing it. So I'm just taking a little bit, and I'm mainly going to put this on my cheeks. It's kind of everywhere, but this is where I touch myself a lot, is my cheeks. And then I'm going to shake the oil sucker, and you need to let the oil sucker sit for quite a bit of time, like 4 minutes or so. I think the longer the better. This did have a learning curve for me, but I say don't give up. If you have it and it's like not working for you, keep trying. You have to really nail down how much you put on, how well you spread it, and how long you wait. You just kind of figure that out on your own. Because I definitely have put too little on, I've put too much on, put my complexion products on too early, and it's messed with it. So I just do a tiny amount. I definitely, less is more with this product. You do not need a lot. Even if you somehow put it all over your face, you do not need a lot. So I'm just gonna put it all over my nose and kind of down here, and kind of push it up onto my forehead, because my forehead could get oily too. All right. Now that we're going to let that set, I'm going to do my brows. And for that, I'm going to use 2 different colors. I have the Give Beauty brow pencils. I stocked up on these since Give Beauty, I don't know what's going on with Give Beauty by Gwen Stefani. It's no longer at Sephora. I don't know if they can sell them on their own website. I have no idea. So I stocked up on these because I love the tip of these for some reason. I don't know why. And I've had these for so long and there's still so much product left. So I don't know when I'm ever going to run out, but this is what it looks like. I don't know. It's just cool. I just like it. So this is in the shade 6. I'm going to scroll that back down a little bit. And I'm going to put this, I'm just going to draw a line really underneath my brow. Wow, this is dirty. And I'm going to use this little mirror. I'm going to need a mirror for this, sorry guys. And I just draw a line underneath my brow, both brows. To help define my brow. Like, as you can see, my brows, like I have brow hairs, but they're very sparse. They're long, but they're just sparse. I don't have thick brows. So I mainly just need to kind of fill mine in and just define them a little bit. So now I'm going to take the shade 4 and I'm actually just going to take the spoolie first and I'm going to brush my hairs up, helping blend that line I just created with the shade 6. Just to help blend it so it kind of blends in and not looks like a line. And then I'm going to take the, again, the pencil part, and this is where I'm going to actually kind of like fill in the rest of my brows. Wow, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm really blowing this, aren't I? There we go. I am not the best at doing my brows. I feel like everyone says this, but man, brow journey is a real journey. I didn't do my brows for the longest time and it makes a difference. Like I always say, like even with my simple makeup routine, I always need to do 2 things. I think 1 brows and 2 mascara. That's it. I've done that so many times. I've even worn that to work so many times because that's for me and my face shape and what I think looks the best in me. That's what I need. It just helps frame the face, especially because I don't have many hairs. It really helps to frame the face. I always can't get the tips or these ends to match. They always look different, but I guess what's the saying? Your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Ain't that the truth? So normally next, I think that looks okay. I don't know, I always feel like my left eyebrow is problematic. My right eyebrow looks okay. So normally I go in with a colored brow gel, but I think I just ran out. So I think I'm just gonna go into my clear brow gel. And because I have long hairs, I really need them to stay down. So I have the Physicians Formula Butter Brazilian Brow Lift Brow Gel. I'm almost out of this, so I'm gonna use that. I also have the Urban Decay Slick Day Brow, which I'll be using up next. And then I just bought a backup, or the Patrick Ta brow gel, which is amazing. This is kind of the Physicians Formula, kind of has the same looking brush. think the formula of the Patrick Ta is better than this one, but I like how this one doesn't get as goopy as the Patrick Ta. But I haven't had the Patrick Ta one in a while, so I just thought during the most recent Sephora sale I would pick up one, since I tend to go through, because if I'm going to do anything, it's brows and lashes, because I go through brow products a little bit quicker. I thought it wouldn't be a bad idea to have another brow gel as a backup. So I'm just gonna kind of like brush them up first, and then use the other side to really slick them down, push them down so they don't move. There we go. Now, hopefully that gave it enough time for my primers to set. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, now for complexion products. I am going to first go in to the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. This is in the shade 4. I love this stuff. Again, I have oily skin, so I love this stuff. This is very quick and easy to put on if I need a quick run out the door. I know there's a lot of mixed reviews on this. I personally love it. Again, I think there's a little bit of a learning curve, and I definitely have noticed it looks better when my skin prep, when I do my skin prep and my skin's looking good. If I don't do that, it does look dry. So I'm going to take the BK Beauty 101 brush, and I'm just going to go right in. And I'm just going to start patting this in. This is a darker shade. This is probably going to be my summer shade. I am pretty tan from vacation. I think my winter shade is probably shade 3 or 3.5. And I'm just gonna buff, or not even buff, but push this into the skin. I don't do super full coverage. That's not my jam. I don't think my skin can handle that. I'm more of a light, very light to medium coverage is my full coverage. As you can see, I'm blessed, I don't have a lot of problems with my skin, but it's by no means perfect. So I don't know if you can see the difference. I have a little bit of redness, a little bit of acne scarring. And then there's the side with the balm. I just think it looks so good. And this brush, I just bought a bundle from BK Beauty, and wow, their brushes are amazing. I cannot believe I've waited this long. They're expensive, but they are worth it to me. So now I'm gonna do it to the other side. I am on an unofficial low buy. I'm trying to use the products that I have. I'm going a little bit on my forehead. There's not really a lot of problems with my forehead, so I mainly just kind of do what's left over and just kind of pat it in just so it's blended. So I don't know. I don't want to be like obvious that like there's nothing in my forehead and then I have, foundation or whatever on the rest of my face. And then I go on my nose and go down my neck. But yeah, I just want to use what I have, and want to save money for some things that my boyfriend and I want to save up for. So yeah, just using what I have. And then that's the complexion. No, I lied. Concealer. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to use up This was actually recommended to me by Rachel Palmieri, I think she is. Again, one of the a YouTuber that I started watching years ago. She recommended this. This was a recommendation that I got from her, and I love it. Shade range is crap, but it is such a good concealer, under eye concealer. I don't think I have other ones, but nothing compares to this. So I just kind of do that. Maybe just do a little, just a little here, maybe a little here. And then I'm gonna go into, let's do the A506 brush from BK Beauty. And just push that in. Again, I'm pushing. This is one thing that I've recently learned, is not to swipe a lot when it comes to complexion products, and to really gently push it in to your skin, and that's how you get a really nice finish and make it look natural. I know the first instinct is to swipe, and that's how you get streak marks. Like, who would have thought that swiping? You know, I'm 33 years old and I'm still learning. Still learning. In every aspect, not just makeup. In every aspect of life. Still learning. There. That's pretty much it for complexion. You know, I don't, because we're just running errands, I don't care about this peeking through or anything like that. I'm not too concerned. Next, I'm going to go into my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in Banana Bread. This is in their old packaging. I still have a lot left. I love this powder. This is my favorite powder. I'm just going to dump a little out in the cap. And then I'm going to take this Unearthly big old powder puff. Start powdering all over my face. There. Beautiful. I'm just gonna dump, I poured way too much, so I'm gonna pour the rest back in there. And the little mesh net. Oops. Put this back on. Oh, powder gets everywhere. Thank goodness I'm still wearing my pajamas. Bronzer. Next up is bronzer. I'm going to use, I'll use the Fenty Beauty Private Island Sunstalker bronzer. I think today I have quite a few bronzers. I like bronzer a lot, and I also think I was on a bronzer journey trying to find the ones that work best as far as my undertone goes. I'm just gonna brush this on. Can you see a difference? Sometimes I can't see a difference. I don't know if I put too much on or not enough, but I think I can see a difference in the camera. Yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Does anyone have any fun plans this summer? I do not. We went on a cruise, like I said, we went on a cruise in the beginning of April with my boyfriend's family for his parents' 50th wedding anniversary. So that was expensive. And so that was kind of our big trip for 2025. So, oh, I didn't even say what brush I used. This is a Real Techniques brush. I don't even, this is so old, it doesn't, there's nothing on it. But I know it's Real Techniques. That's what it looks like. So that was our big trip this year. So we really don't have anything huge in the summer. My boyfriend will be going on a camping trip in August. We might be going to Wisconsin with some friends, but other than that, we don't really have any big trips. Let me know if you guys do. Blush. Love blush. For blush, I just kind of want to do, I think I just kind of want to do something natural. So my go-to when I just want to just put blush on and don't really care, just want something on my cheeks, I go in with this Pat McGrath Divine Blush and Glow Trio Galactic Sun. And I just go in between these two shades, or the two blush shades. Oops. Am I doing this right? The shades are Divine Rose and Desert Orchid. So I'm just gonna take, I'll take a Kaleidos B1 blush brush from Kaleidos Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna go in between both of them, just dabbing. It's pretty well loved. I love this palette. I want more of them. Actually, I have another one. That's where I think Pat McGrath excels in, is their face and the complexion products. Their highlighters and blush are amazing. I have their bronzer in another palette. I don't have their individual bronzer, but I love these palettes. I think they're beautiful. Really, really nice to work with. Beautiful. And then, do I just want to go in? I might just go in with this highlighter too, to be perfectly honest, just because I'm feeling a little lazy. And it's right here, so I'm going to go into the highlighter, which is in Golden Nectar. It's a pretty highlighter. And again, I don't know. Oh, this one has the print on it. So this is Real Techniques setting brush. I use it for highlighter. There's no rules, right? In makeup, who cares? Just brush that on the tops of my cheekbones. Below it, nose. All right, I gotta kind of hurry up. My boyfriend is in the shower. I was getting ready to go. I'm going to put some liquid liner on. Do I have it? And I'm gonna go in brown. I tend to use black a lot, but if I don't want it to be super harsh, I'll go in with brown. This one is from, MQNY. I got this off of Yes Style. It's like a perfect dark brown. And it's a waterproof pen eyeliner. And again, I got this off of Yes Style. I love it. It's a good, I like brown eyeliners that look brown, but this one is almost like, it's pretty dark brown where it's not quite black, but I kind of like that because it still isn't as harsh as black. But it comes in other colors. Sorry. I'm gonna just, I don't know if I'm gonna do an actual wing. I might just line my top lash line. I don't know if I really want to do a huge wing, especially on camera. Yeah, I just might just do that. I kind of did like a shadow wing with a dark brown from Unearthly. Here we go. I think it just helps. Perfect. Now I'm gonna spray my face. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty You Mist Makeup Extending Setting Spray. This is new. I got this during Sephora sale. Need to get my fan. Pretty. I'm happy. Happy with that looks. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. Gotta clean off my eyelash curler. I use the Shiseido one. It's good for like almondy eyes if you have more almond shaped eyes. And I am actually pretty blessed to have pretty long lashes for Asian eyes. They're definitely longer because I have done lash serums. I have the Grande lash, and I also had one from Benton that I got off Yes Style. And then I'm gonna go in. I know this was controversial with this whole Michaela. I don't watch her, but this L'Oreal telescopic lift, waterproof. I need waterproof for my Asian eyelashes since they're straight. I need them to hold a curl. The only thing that'll do that is waterproof mascara. If you can't get waterproof mascara off, I definitely recommend you doing a double cleanse. I do that where you do first an oil and you really rub your eyes, and I have no problem getting waterproof mascara off. So I use waterproof, and I absolutely love this mascara. This is like my favorite mascara. Nothing has ever beat it. And I'm sad because I don't think I have a backup because I have so many other mascaras that I haven't used. I have two mascaras that are also open. But again, I go through mascaras kind of a lot because I wear it almost every day. I mean, it makes such a difference. Sorry, you can't see me putting it on. I really like to get close and get every single lash coated. Without. Look at that. You can even see it. Look at that. I freaking love this mascara. Do the other eye. And I tend to put my mirror actually kind of like, you can see like I don't do this when I do mascara. I kind of do this so I can see underneath. Really make sure I'm getting that lift and curl. I don't know why I do that. I do that when I put falsies on, when I occasionally do. I don't put a lot of falsies on. I'm a contacts wearer, and false eyelashes can be the death of me. I really love the pre-glued like clusters. That's been my favorite lately. So that, man, looks so good. I am a mascara layerer. So I'm gonna go in. I have the L'Oreal Panorama one. I don't really like this that much, but I think I want just a little bit more volume. So I'm gonna go in with this and put this on top a little bit. I just realized I rarely ever just wear one mascara. I always layer because I I want that length and volume. Yes. And then if you guys haven't, where is it? If you haven't used one of these, you need to get yourself one of these lash separators. This is just from Ulta Beauty. I love this thing so much. If you accidentally go a little ham or anything, you can just use this to brush them through, and it just makes them look so good. And it helps put any excess off. Take any excess off your lashes. Look at that. I love it. And that is pretty much the makeup look. Pretty simple. I'm gonna, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes. My eyes are very problematic. So mascara tends to bleed, not really flake, but tends to smear. I have watery eyes, itchy eyes. My eyes are problematic. So I don't tend to do a lot on my lower lash just because it tends to disappear or smudge or get ruined. But I'll put a little mascara on my lower lashes. It's cute. And then I'm just gonna go in with the Fake Awake eyeliner from Tarte and put that underneath on my waterline. Like that. And then I'm gonna take a black eyeliner from Kulfi. I'm gonna put that on my upper. I'm just gonna use my finger and lift it up a little bit. Again, contacts wear. I hate this step, but it really makes a difference. And I'm probably not going to do a lipstick because we're going to be going to lunch. I'll probably just put a lip oil on. But yeah, there's the finished look. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.